As reported recently, Ukrainian Defense Forces successfully hit Russian facilities that the aggressor country uses to carry out terror against Ukraine. General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said the Ukrainian Defense Forces launched a preemptive strike on the eve of the massive enemy shelling. Airfields basing enemy aircraft and other important military facilities were hit. In particular, on the night of June the 6th, a successful strike was carried out on the Engels airfield in the Saratov region, a place where enemy aircraft were concentrated after the SBU operation. The Dyagilevo airfield in the Ryazan region, where air tankers and escort fighters are based, are used to support missile strikes on Ukrainian territory. In addition, enemy strategic bombers are flying out of Dyagilevo. The work of enemy air defense was recorded in the Ryazan region. There is information about a fire in the target area. The results are being clarified, the report says. At the same time, in the Saratov region, multiple hits have been confirmed in at least 3 tanks with fuels and lubricants, followed by ignition and a large-scale fire at the facility. The occupiers' emergency services failed to localize the fire. Significant smoke is observed. Dozens of explosions were recorded in the target area. The results of the damage are being clarified, the report says. In addition, the Ukrainian Defense Forces attacked a number of important enemy targets on the territory of the Russian Federation and temporarily occupied areas of Ukraine. In particular, the defeat of the logistics point of the 30th Motorized Rifle Regiment of the 72nd Motorized Rifle Division of the Russian Army in the area of the settlement of Kulbaki in the Kursk region was recorded. The results of the defeat are being clarified. The General Staff clarified that units of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense were involved in combat operations in cooperation with other components of the defense forces. In turn, the Ukrainian Armed Forces Unmanned Systems Forces revealed details of the strike on the oil depot of the Russian Armed Forces Strategic Aviation in the city of Engels. Long-range strikes were carried out on the Engels II military airfield in the Saratov region, as well as on the Krystal Combine oil depot located nearby. At least 15 to 20 explosions were recorded in the target area. Photos and videos published on Telegram confirm multiple hits on at least 3 fuel and lubricants tanks on the territory of Krystal. A large-scale fire broke out, which the Russian emergency services were unable to localize. It is also known that elements that ensure activity were damaged, the report says. It is also explained that the Krystal plant is a strategic facility used as a storage base for petroleum products, gasoline, diesel and aviation fuel for the Engels II strategic bomber airfield. This is already the 3rd successful destruction of this object by the Unmanned Systems Forces since the beginning of 2025, the statement said. In addition, operators of the Ukrainian Armed Forces Unmanned Systems Forces inflicted fire damage on an enemy logistics point in the Kursk region, as well as on a UAV contingent and a repair base in the temporarily occupied part of the Kherson region. The final results of the fire damage are being clarified.
A large Russian drone and missile attack targeted Ukraine's eastern city of Kharkiv on Saturday, killing at least 3 people and injuring 21, local officials said. According to Associated Press, the barrage, the latest in near-daily wide-scale attacks, included aerial glide bombs that have become part of a fierce Russian onslaught in the 3-year war. One of the strikes hit a 9-story residential building, causing fires in apartments on the upper floors. State Emergency Service rescuers saved a woman from under the rubble. According to Ukraine's Air Force, Russia struck with 215 missiles and drones overnight, and Ukrainian air defenses shot down 87 drones and 7 missiles. Several other areas in Ukraine were also hit, including the regions of Donetsk, Dnipropetrovsk, Odessa, and the city of Ternopil, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha said in a post on X. The attack on Kharkiv comes one day after Russia launched one of the fiercest missile and drone barrages on Ukraine, striking 6 Ukrainian territories, killing at least 6 people and injuring about 80. Among the dead were 3 emergency responders in Kiev, 1 person in Lutsk and 2 people in Chernihiv. The intensity of the Russian attacks on Ukraine over the past weeks has further dampened hopes that the warring sides could reach a peace deal anytime soon days, especially after Kyiv recently embarrassed the Kremlin with a surprising drone attack on military airfields deep inside Russia.
Отпусти подушку лучше. Нет, подушка. Право, плита поднимается. Взял.
Янки, другий шахет, рухайтесь, піддовжуйся. Третій. Увага, рухайтесь.